Hey, what's up? DFS Rico coming at you with my picks and insight for this KBO 5-game slate on Friday, May 22nd. Before I get started, if you can like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions, I really do appreciate it. But let's get to it. So far, looking at the slate, the weather's not looking too bad on any of the games, so they should all proceed unless something changes drastically. But as of right now, the weather's looking good. And let's just go right into pitchers. So for pitchers, up top you got H Yang versus SK Wyverns, which I think is in a really good spot. I'm just going to go through my favorite pitchers. I like H Yang and I like Despaigne versus LG. But then if you want to go a lot cheaper because you want some better bats, you're going to have to... I like Y Kim for the NC Dinos. And a good matchup against the offense that's not so good as well. He's been playing pretty good. But for me, depending on what kind of lineup I want to go with, as of now, I am going to be playing H Yang versus SK. He has huge K upside. He was the best pitcher in baseball in their league last season. He had a good start last time out against Doosan. Didn't have a good start in his first start, but last start out he went against Doosan, struck out 7, only allowed 2 runs against arguably the best offense in the league. And then SK is one of the bottom 3 offenses in terms of batting average and runs scored, so I feel like he can really punish him. I know he's 9K, but if you want to spend up, that's who I would spend up for. And then Despaigne, if you can match them up together, it would be nice. You'd have to go with the cheaper bats, which can work out, maybe some underdog bats. But me personally, I am going to be pairing him up with Y Kim for the NC Dinos. He's been playing pretty well in his 2 starts this season as well. As you can see, he has a 3.27 ERA, 9 Ks, 1.09 walks and hits per innings pitch, 13.8 fantasy points per game. He hasn't walked anyone in his 2 starts this season. He's been playing pretty well. Guys really aren't hitting the ball against him too well. He's playing an offense that's not that good as well and against Hanwha. So if I think he could just stay in the game, get you a nice decent amount of points, you can benefit more by playing some pricier bats. So I do like that for sure. And then as far as stacks, offensive stacks, I do like the LG Twins pretty decently as a wild card, kind of like if you want to play them as a GPP, they can punt. I feel a lot of people will be on Despaigne, so I feel that if you want to be different, that's where you can be different. I obviously know I like Despaigne, but if you do want to play GPPs, I would recommend them. I do kind of like Samsung against Doosan. The Doosan pitcher is not too good. But the main ones I'm really looking at is Kia. I do like Kia. The Kia Tigers are my favorite stack of the slate. And then obviously the Doosan offense is good tonight too. So those are really the ones I'm looking at. If I'm want to be really different, I'd pick LG. I like Doosan, Samsung, and Kia as my favorite stack so far though. As far as the Kia Tigers, if you're going to start somewhere, you're going to start with Preston Tucker. 6.2K, really pricey. 0.429 average, 5 home runs on the season, 20 RBIs, leads the league in home runs and RBIs. 1.321 OPS is just nuts. He's been really dominating. If this team is winning, it's usually going to be in part because of him. 0.821 slugging percentage. He's batting 3rd on the team. He's just their cleanup guy. He's been playing really good all season. Had some really explosive games as well. So he has that huge upside that you need from one of these pricey guys. And then another guy I like in the outfield for them is G1 Na, wherever he's at, right here, at 3.5K, averaging 9 fantasy points per game, 0.407 on base percentage. He has 3 home runs on the season, so he has decent power. 11 RBIs. He's 2nd on the team. He's usually batting 5th for the team, so I do like him as well. At 3rd base, a guy I would want to plug in is Dayan Wang. So he's right here at 3.9K, averaging 10.8 fantasy points per game. He barely started batting for them. He's usually batting 7th or 6th for the team. Hopefully he moves up a little more. He's batting .462 batting average, .769 slugging percentage. Like I mentioned, he hasn't had that many games for the team yet, if you can see the stats. But he has been playing pretty well in every start he's been playing. So they do have a couple injuries, so I do think he'll continue to start for them. He's been playing pretty solid for sure. And then as far as the other stacks that I like, I did mention I like Doosan. And if I am going to be going anywhere, it would be with Jose Fernandez, .458 batting average. Hasn't really hit those home runs. Hasn't really been bringing too many guys home, but he is getting on base. And I feel like those home runs and those RBIs will be coming in soon. It's all really you can ask for him. He's putting the ball in play. He had 3 hits yesterday. He played solid. Can't really ask for more from a guy like him. So I do like him as well. And then for Samsung, I would put him in at first or second base. So I like him at first or second. If I am playing a Doosan stack for sure. And then another guy I do like for Samsung is Wook. How do you spell his name? Ja-Wook Koo at 4.5K. I think you could play him in the outfield as well. I believe so. Yeah, so you can play him in the outfield. Bats left-handed, so he's pretty solid. .581 slugging percentage. I know the Samsung team's not really that good, but I do like him as well if I am going to be playing some Samsung players or a Samsung type of stack. Make sure you want to be wrapped around him. But that's really it. Ja-Wook Koo for Samsung and Jose Fernandez for Doosan is where I would start my stacks for those teams. And then Kia is my favorite stack on the slate. You can round them out with some of the cheaper guys because I know it gets pretty expensive. So you could round out that Kia stack with some of the cheaper guys like that are batting at the 8th or 6th hole for sure. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you again. Yeah, appreciate it.